use it with PC. In any case, the last time I was playing, I was building a new tower called Millennium Tower, as it turns out, and that was actually the name that this game gave me. Again, because the developers are based in Chicago, the auto-generated names for the buildings tend to be those of addresses or other buildings in Chicago. So there is a Millennium Tower. Millennium, I believe, that's also owned by Millennium Partners, who built Millennium Tower in Boston, and has built Millennium Place and the Ritz-Carlton Towers, all owned and developed by, financed by the Millennium Partners. So let's get back into the game. Cool. So last time we were here, what was it? I was trying to build out all of these offices, fill in all of these offices with accounting. Let's go ahead and just finish that up. So, like I said, we'll roll and we'll use the offices that go into the podium here as a way to finance the rest of the tower. So that way, I guess this is probably the least realistic feature of that's nice. The most unrealistic play mechanism of this game is that, yeah, in real life you don't really redevelop. You plan a skyscraper's base to include retail rather than necessarily going back and redeveloping a base like this. Yeah, I think I only know one building in Chicago where they actually added height after the fact, and I think it's the Blue Cross Blue Shield building that faces Millennium Park. They added, I think, 15 or so more floors on top, and you can see actually where they've done that. This is just a game. But it's interesting, the oh, who's leaving? Who's left? Whatever. Everyone else is happy. So let's just make sure that we've got, oh, okay, that's why. So even though I added the additional telephone lines, these folks, oh. What? Oh, you know what? I'm in the hole because of all of that electricity that I did. I wasn't paying attention, and I was still not used to talking and playing at the same time. So yeah, there is a significant cost differential. I should probably just, I think that should be good. So our overall electrical use is still going to be, you know what? Actually, I don't even need this guy. Oh man, whoops. Let's go back. Our last autosave. Okay. So right. That should go there. I don't have any money, so I can't go there. But I am still at the that one transformer is now taking the load of what I had was 3 different transformers, and so effectively this is the next natural step. I would graduate up to this I guess 50 unit electrical transformer. If I was going to end up paying the same amount for 3 of these lower efficiency transformers, smaller but lower efficiency transformers, because I mean this costs the same on a daily upkeep as 3 of these, but with 3 of these you're only getting 30 electrical connections versus 50. So but now I've kind of dug myself into a hole. Let's speed up time here. I don't know many other folks who are playing Project Highrise anymore. It was there were a bunch of streamers and who were playing this when it first came out, but I think the novelty wore off pretty quickly. I don't see many folks who continue to stream it. Let's get more accounting office. Oh, well, I can't do anything. Hands are tied for the next 24 hours, but I mean, I guess I could get a loan. I already have a loan, out. I don't really want to take out another one, because that really eats into my... Oh, you know what, here, I can take out a contract. Let's see, so I can do this one pretty quickly. Incremental income. Wait a second, so this, I need to make $5,000 in rent revenue per day. Well, seeing as how I'm struggling to get in cash inflow rather than cash outflow, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. So let's see here. How about this guy? Planning and Department of Planning and Development wants to ensure planning and development. We recently renamed the Boston Redevelopment Authority as the Boston, what was it? The BPDA, Boston Planning and Development Authority. So I guess that's the lingo. Wants to ensure that the city commercial tax base is diversified. Well, interesting. I wish that were a thing that we did. And not overly dependent on any one sector succeeding or vulnerable should it collapse. To that end, they'd like you to move a diverse group of 16 small offices. I can do that. I like that. Let's diversify here. So, okay, so we're waiting for accounting offices, but I've already loaded this office with the podium of this office building with accounting. Yeah, I think we can also graduate to legal services. Also, we've recently unlocked that as a tenant that we can build into the space. So, let's get the high-paying ones first. I always really love the random names that the name generator comes up with. Stein Investigations. We've got Central Detective Services, and then also M.W. Viglione Law Group, or Viglione. Okay, sure. Oh, and they need a phone. They need a phone connection, so let's extend that to the end of the building. They're also going to complain about electricity because there's no electricity over there. Let's take care of this before I do anything else. Because this really doesn't really cost... well, okay. Not really properly paying attention to what I need to be doing here. So I think I'm pretty set on continuing to play as consistently continuing to play, and like I guess broadcasting whenever I do. Maybe I will actually set up some times that I'll plan to broadcast, and then just as something to do, I don't think I want to monetize this. I don't think I can play consistently enough, and I think there's already a corner on the market by, you know, folks like Squirrel, who do a really great job of you know, broadcasting stuff like this in a compelling way. He's got the formula down, and I think the audience is already small enough. I mean, there's only, as far as I can tell, there's only one person watching, but I can't tell if that's me watching through the dashboard. So, I don't think I'm necessarily going to play this as a... I'm not going to try to monetize the my gameplay here. Just an opportunity for folks to watch and engage while I play along. I don't know, maybe some advocates out there who already follow me on Twitter will jump in every once in a while and say interesting things in chat. There we go, got some money again. So let's bring in, I guess that'll bring in, we can do, what is the actual, okay, build cost is consistently oh, interesting, okay. So build cost is a function of the rent that they're willing to pay. I don't think I can get, how much is an office supply store? Upkeep is $75 per day, but there is a significant bottled water. No. There is a significant return on that investment with the amount that the creative offices pay. But it's not that much more significant over legal services. So we'll roll up to creative services. We'll just keep going with legal services for now. I'm gonna decidedly only allow tenants of Okay, so actually this is another thing too. So now I have 3 telephone switches. I think it might be time to swap that guy out with, ooh, what happened? Oh, yeah, crap. Goodbye! I guess I can't satiate them. So, now might not be the time to replace my switchboard. But I do need to eventually consider doing that in the next few days because I now have 3 phone switchboards and they're costing me roughly the same amount. No, way more than just a medium-sized switchboard. So I've already passed that threshold. I need to build this guy when I get the chance. So I guess I'll have to wait a couple more days, or I guess I could take it alone. I kinda don't. Because then that's gonna be an additional... It's gonna be an additional, hit. And then that loan is not nearly enough. I mean, this guy maybe. This loan might be enough to give me enough overhead to... Yeah, let's do that. That loan gives me enough overhead. So, let's do that real quick. Let's spend that money to make our operations a little bit more efficient in this building, which includes swapping out, building a wire closet, building in a plumbing closet, completing that, oh, you know what? We'll also build the lift down into the basement here. Okay, so, whoop, yep, no kidding. Goodbye. Let's get this guy here. Let's try to, before they leave. They should be a little bit less unhappy now. So, that's great. Let's get that legal office. We're gonna decline these, and we're gonna get some more. While we wait for the legal offices, let's get more counting. Up in this office. Okay, here we go. So, this guy. And no. Let's get some more. Only want high yield rent. I guess... I mean, I guess when you think about it, you know, there is a similar motivation for private developers to want to increase their profit margins. That's what I'm doing here, but you know, that's the whole point of a planning and development authority. Is, well, perhaps, yeah, a planning and development commission or authority or department should ideally be as a function of, as an agency or function of city government, should be trying to sort of balance out the public interest with the private sector motivations, and, you know, fine, I guess. I guess I'll do that. Okay, let's get another cafe here. We will do Cafe Roma. These guys also. See, this is where. Oh, we have a new type of restaurant that we can build. So I do actually kind of want. Let's get a new construction office, and then eventually we'll. Oh, okay, so let's get a large construction office. Get these guys over here. So now we can build. Now we have. That will give us even more folks who can help us build things in. I wish that I could move the construction office, but watch. If I do this. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Okay. The last time I tried to do that, it snarkily told me that I couldn't because okay. The last time I did that, it told me that I couldn't do that because don't I know that unions are a powerful force and that something. I guess they must have changed the dialogue or something, because previously you couldn't demolish it to move it elsewhere in the building, so you're pretty much just stuck with where it was. So I guess that must have changed in the last feature update. Let's see, let's go back here. I need to put more. Okay. So I do need to build out some creative offices here to check this box here on basic offices. This will give me $1,000 on completion. You know, let's not waste that $10,000 loan. Let's go ahead and actually start doing that. So we'll build in some creative office up here on the top because creatives like a view. I consider myself a creative and I like a view. I like a view of the city. Who doesn't? Even people who... It's even... There's a certain beauty to the man-made forest of skyscrapers. Okay, so... what was I doing here? So... right, so they will need... Over here, this guy. Office supply services. We'll throw that down here. Let's make sure that we're connecting... Because that was a thing that was a piece of oversight from last time that got all the people angry. Okay, there we go. Cool. So, we should be getting this fairly shortly. Increased density we will not see for quite a while. In fact, what we can probably do is just start getting up on 2 more floors here in our podium. Oh, thank you. Because then what we'll do... What we'll do once... so we'll hit probably... how many... Yeah, I think this is an appropriate height. Then we'll do a setback on both sides, and then our tower will come out from the top here. And then these stairs will continue to provide vertical circulation through these lower floors, through the podium, and then we'll probably have 2 elevator shafts on either side. I am really concerned though about making sure that we have optimal use of our limited floor plate. Floor plate being, I guess, just the horizontal width of the building. Because as I mentioned before, as I complained in the last video, in the last stream, that these don't, the small office and the medium office and the large office, they don't explicitly tell you how wide the units are, which makes it really hard to map out what anticipated floor usage is like, and then you collect. The only way you can find out is to click in and to try to build a unit and so on and so forth. And I still haven't yet gotten a hang of how to separate the different uses, which have conflicting needs, and or offices, for example, are particularly noisy and people don't like to live next to offices. I guess I wouldn't want to if I were in a skyscraper. And in skyscrapers, you normally do find that, say, for example, hotel is at the top, or hotels like you'll have retail in the base, and you might have offices closer to the ground. And if it's a real multi-use skyscraper, you'll have a hotel sandwiched in the middle, and then the very, very, very top, you'll find the luxury condos, or instead of hotels, you might have apartments. And I think we'll have a kind of an approximation of that. Yeah, well, they're all apartments. Okay. Not really differentiate between between a rental versus a condo, but for example, the next tallest skyscraper that's going up here in Boston is going to have a hotel that's close to the ground, and then I think floors 30 and above are going to be condos. Okay. So we met the previous contract. I don't think I can do this just yet. Oh, well, actually, I'm pretty close. You know what? Screw it. Let's do that. Let's sign this contract. Okay. We're like 2 units away from cresting that, from meeting that requirement. So let's just add more creative offices. Why not? So we've got creative offices, and you know what? This is a new feature. I hadn't seen these new building amenities, but they've added. So payphones are too wide. Vending machines are too wide. Shoe sign stations are. Oh, hold on. Sorry, somebody doesn't have power. Oh no! Don't tell me. Are we? Okay. Let's see. So I think I can afford. What is it? That's 10, 50. We're already gonna, if I add more units, that's already gonna overload this this transformer. 150 is going way above. This is like more than twice the daily cost, but this is 3 times the electrical connection capacity than this transformer. So, I'm just gonna do this one for now. No. See? It's a really hard decision. I don't really need all of that. We'll do 2. We'll do 2 of this. We'll do 2 of these for now. Just to attempt to right size our electrical capacity. How's our? Okay, yep, that's good. And water? Yep, we haven't added any new cafes. Let's add another Soma. South of Manhattan? South of Soma. South of Market. South of Market, like San Francisco. Okay, so we've filled out every one of these units here. Our prestige is going up. So with Media Buzz. With Media Buzz, we can buy some interesting. We can buy some, marketing. Some buzz. We can buy buzz. which actually each one of these gives us a specific benefit, like foot traffic. We get 50% more visitors from the city, no weather impact on the number of visitors, and in this case, this runs a campaign to increase the number of visitors to your building. So I guess that's interesting. They've they've kind of they flipped the flavor text, and the benefits. Usually, you want the flavor text above the discrete benefits, but whatever. So let's see here. I don't necessarily care about free plaza items. I don't care about retail and restaurant construction. So we're pretty busy right now with office stuff. So let's try to keep our office workers happy. So that's good. Okay, and so then that media campaign has a specific time that it'll be effective. Okay. Cool. Guess I can pay back my loans now. So this can stop eating through my profit margins. Okay, so let's build some medium offices. Well, wait. Let's go back and build some of these amenities here. Make people feel amenable. Common areas. Communal living space for evening relaxation by apartment residents. Slightly reduces the spread of smells and noises. Apartment residents will use these if they're on the same floor of their apartment. Vending machines. So vending machines... maybe vending machines, payphones. So common areas are very specifically for apartments. The shoe shine stations are for all tenants, it seems like. Payphones are to help ameliorate the conflicting needs or effects of offices versus apartments. And then this looks like this is very squarely for office workers. And this should actually fit nicely over here. We don't have any noise concerns at the moment because we don't have any people actually living in our building yet. So, okay. Oh, we have even larger apartment units that we can build, but we'll just keep going with office for now. When we get to the higher floors, I think we'll go back and we'll start putting in some housing, because there's not enough room to separate at this point in the game. There's not enough room to separate the folks who are making the noise from the people who need nice peace and quiet. And I think this is an interesting. I really like that because of the way that this game plays. You really do get a real sense for the ebb and flow of how activity works in a skyscraper, in a multi-use skyscraper. And again, to kind of bring parking into it a little bit, that parking, office workers are there during the day. They need parking during the day. Don't necessarily need parking, but they will want parking during the day. And then folks who live at home, they might take their car out to drive, and they might bring it home at the end of the day. So, the folks who live in skyscrapers, I think there's a kind of a neat. Whoops. Can't revert that name. I guess it's just going to be DDDDDW. Whoops. Okay. That's not really a function I want. Okay. How do I automate? I want to automate. Here we go. And optimize maintenance. There we go. That's exactly what I want. So these guys need power. Sorry. Kind of left them in the dark, so to speak. Okay. Power's good. Almost hitting that need for a third. You know, with all this money, I think I might end up just springing for a larger one. Okay, so let's get a bigger building maintenance, and we will automate that renovation. There we go. Perfect. So next, I think we can bring in... What do we need? Janitorial services and... Oh, needs a greater variety of small stores and medium restaurants. So I think I've jumped the gun here. So we'll throw some medium restaurants down here on the ground floor. That's not big enough. Okay. Do we want a diner? Harry's restaurant. I have a friend named Harry. Let's give it Harry's restaurant. Let's give Harry a restaurant. He happens to also work in the food industry. Big ol' sausages. Big in sausages. I know somebody named Big O. Let's give Big O some work. Okay. Let's get some water in for these guys. Water the restaurants. Do any of them require... Okay, none of them require gas. I think that comes in later, much later. Salad and hot bar. You don't need water for a salad bar. Why would you need to wash the salad? Nobody does that. Okay, let's put in a salad. Joanne, Catherine. I also know somebody named Catherine. Let's give her a restaurant. Okay, these folks are... They were too impatient. They left before... Okay. Maybe... No, they should have had electricity. Okay, yep, there we go. Oh well. Let's get these guys again. I'm a little, overzealous with, Oh, pizza place. Ooh. And I like that the pizza places pay so much rent. Pizzeria Milano. San Francisco style pizza. Does San Francisco have a specific style of pizza? Go with traditional. Okay, so at some point, hopefully, there we go. That should make them a little bit happier. We'll draft these guys, so to speak. These folks still want small stores. I guess I can give that to them with small stores on the side. Oh, see, that works out perfectly. Now I can put another office there. I can't really do that, so how did that work? Oh, okay, because of the odd shape of these two. So let's yep, let me go ahead and add 2 small offices on this side for completeness. Add some creatives. Oh, already complaining about a telephone line. These folks are also probably going to need telephone lines, so I should just do that right now. What is it looking like? Okay, we are still at 62% utilization. We are cresting our available power capacity, so let's just upgrade completely to a larger transformer. Which should theoretically improve our efficiency. Now I can't pay this back, but I should be able to make that up shortly. Okay, so let's get some... Oh, for frank's sake. Okay, 1 empty bay of storage. Okay, so that's what the storerooms are for. The storerooms are for the retail facilities. So let's put a storeroom right here. And we can just build storerooms going down. These folks, so that's the I think that's in this report. So I should be able to see in these reports what the services. Here we go. So courier services are starting to. Oh no. Bottled water. Well, I guess some folks are needing bottled water. Oh, is that the small offices? Bottled janitorial and commercial printing. So I should actually add that. Janitorial. And commercial printing. Nope, those are for apartments. And commercial printing. See, that bothers me so much that they're different sizes. Okay, this guy can get shoehorned. No, I need that space for a new telephone closet. So, not telephone closet, the switchboard, new phone switchboard, just in case. So now that I have a storeroom, I can get these guys thrown in here now to make these folks happy. There we go. There we go. Yay! Okay, so creative offices. I think we're still not quite at that point where we can rather attract these other tenants. But these medical offices, oh my goodness. Bottled water, file services. No, we'll stick with creative for now, because if we diversify too quickly, we're not gonna be able to. Our costs aren't going to become scalable, and it really doesn't work if we don't take that into consideration. Okay, so these guys, these guys need phone and water. Probably also need power. Nope. Okay. So power's good. We're at 55% utilization and 80% utilization of our phone switchboard. We are 70% utilization of our water meter. Water production utility. Our water, you don't use a water meter, but okay, whatever. Water pump. Thank you. Yes, it's a little bit bigger. So this is, so I'm building out the podium right now, and then eventually, when my costs are when I have enough of a profit margin, I'll start building the tower and start shifting the offices up here, so that way I can then build more retail down here. Because then they'll start asking. Right now, they're already asking for. Some of these are asking for more retail variety, and that's not something that I can give them right now. So I'm just going to keep adding more creative and technical offices. And then I think how much is bottled water and file storage? Bottled 75 and 150. Okay, that's not bad. And then how much is their rent? Okay, yeah. I guess no, not really. It doesn't work. So like if I had done 3, then it would have been scalable, and I think in the long run it will be scalable. You know what? Let's just add the basement. We'll just add the basement. I don't know why I'm okay. Yeah, no kidding. Can't get there. Okay, there we go. We'll extend the utility spine down to the basement, to the next sub-basement. And then so now we've done that. Okay. So now on this bottom floor, I will go ahead and add those other 2 services, the bottled water services. Why can't you just use tap water? Bottled water, Fresh spring. What? Why does a medical office need bottled water? I don't know. Okay. I mean, like for their tap. Like for a dentist. Like are they asking the patients to swash their mouths with like what's that, Voss water in those glass bottles? Is that what that is? Whatever. Okay, let's, what was I doing here? Oh, okay, thank you. So, yeah, let's add that bottled water. Wow, that ticks me off. Just use tap water! Okay. And file storage services. See, that I can understand. I can understand. See, this is another thing that just drives me crazy. It's not the same size, but I guess multiple. I guess the office modules are simpatico, and like they're roughly the same size as each other as the other office reliant modules. Like, what is this one? This is the commercial offices need commercial printers, and so they're all still kind of in the same ballpark of roughly the same sizes. And so I don't know. That was an interesting call on the choice of on the part of the game developers, making the width of units a piece of gameplay, which I don't know if I quite understand. Okay, so let's add some more small office units here on the side. We'll just continue building out. And I guess I should also eventually sign another contract. Oh, boop, 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 boop. Hold on. These folks need water. Not only do they need bottled water, they need tap water right to their office. So, medical offices. Okay. Let's get some more creative offices up in here. How is my service utilization? Okay, wait, actually, here we go. So I have no contracts active, and that's not good. So, people magnet. Since you've already done so well in accommodating a higher density building, the Planning Commission would like you to cram even more people into your building. They'll advance you a bit more to start you off, and will reward your accomplishment once you reach a population of 250 people. And I can do that. That's easy. Every city wants, what is that, $10,000 in rent revenues per day. Can I do that? Yeah, I mean, I guess I can. The DPD, the Department of Planning and Development, needs your help again. This time they would like you to plan your begin to diversify the city's professional class. Plan for 12 medium offices and attract a varied group of white-collar professionals to your building, and the city will reward your cooperative spirit. Gee, I wish that were the case. I kind of wish that this was a function that I saw in city planning. Maybe, you know, I think maybe this is an interpretation of an actual feature of city planning that planning and development departments do. I know they do that for housing. I'm not so familiar with particular office space incentives, and I wonder if that would be a thing that would be helpful. Okay, office workers may provide many downstream benefits to the city. They eat at restaurants, shop in stores, and spend money in town. The Department of Planning and Development would like your help to attract more of them. Have 50 office workers in your building. I think I've already met that. There we go. More commuters! The white-collar office workers are the backbone of the modern service economy, you know. Increase the number of office workers in your building to 150 in exchange for due consideration from the city. I'm pretty close to that, so let's do that. Okay. I have fireworks coming out of the top of my building. That doesn't look healthy at all. Okay. So with these smaller offices on the sides, again, I'm just going to keep trying to push up my profit margins here, so I can really start to grow the building vertically. And as I said before, once I start to grow the building vertically, then I can start diversifying my retail down here in the podium, and then start to really build out the medium and the medium office spaces up at the top. So that is my game plan. Oh no, don't tell me. We are now at capacity with our telephone switchboard. So let's replace that. So again, the cost consideration is this is 5 times the capacity of this. 3 of these is 150 more than 1 of these. So I think I don't think that there's much of a question about... Well, I've already built 1 of these. Okay, sorry, what's the next one? Next one is twice the daily cost and 3 times the capacity. I think that's worth it. I can spare $800 a day if I'm also expanding by 8 units, so let's do that. I don't think I've ever so seriously considered... Oh. Does that cost more money than I have? I guess I'll take out a loan. Or do I want to pay this back? So I have 21 more days worth of paying this back, and that's costing me $400 per day. So that repays. That's going to dock me $8,400 right now. I need to rebuild this, and I need to build another smaller telephone switchboard, because I don't think... Yeah, we'll just do this for now to bridge me until the next payday, or the next few paydays, and then we'll get back to that. Now I can't pay back my loan, but at the very least I can prevent people from moving out, and I've bumped up my telephone switchboard capacity by a little bit. So, okay, so let's go back to adding some creative offices here. We'll throw some of these in here. One of these. Oh, and I'm 1 short, so let's go ahead and add another one. Or rather, let's recruit, throw out some advertising and see what sticks. In the meantime, ooh, exclusive elevators. Build upgraded elevators that do not need to begin on the ground floor. So that'll work later on. That's way farther in game, farther long game, late game, farther into the game. Do I need a custodial? What do I need this for? I feel like I'm missing something. Do these janitors need a new thing? Hold on. Build a supply room for your building's custodians. Each supply room supplies up to 3 broom closets. Oh, and then the broom closets... Oh wow, that is an additional layer of... an additional layer of consideration that I need to bake into higher floors. So the people who do need... The people who need these janitorial services and need broom closets, I believe, are restaurants and... Oh no, broom closets. Who are broom closets? Broom closets. Broom closets. Who needs broom closets? I don't know. I wish there was a relationship tree on what needs what dependency of a relationship tree of dependencies in this game, because sometimes it's a little confusing. And you can quickly build something that you haven't really thought or given much consideration to what its dependencies are. The game there was a lot of foresight. I can imagine the whiteboard that they were working off of when they were designing the mechanics of this game. Okay, So I don't really have room for a medium store, and again, I think this is the point where I'm going to start just to add a little bit of realistic consideration here. My building's podium is now approximately at the height of the rest of the buildings in the neighborhood that it's around, and I want to be a considerate, respectful neighbor. Let's begin my podium on the 7th floor for lucky. Let's end my podium at 7, lucky number 7, and then I think we can build the set back here. I think that's fair. I'm really concerned though about whether or not that's a number that will accommodate neatly accommodate the things that are coming up soon, like large offices, wide offices, and whatnot. So that's the one thing that I really don't like about this game is it almost feels like there was very little, or it almost feels like space management or consideration of layout was almost too specific or too major a gameplay factor, and almost becomes something that makes this game very unsavory to me. But maybe that's the reason why a lot of people haven't continued to stream or continued to play this game. Okay, we have more service calls for the copy center than we have had, or than we can satisfy. Let's actually just move the copy center to be consolidated with this cluster of office services here. So we'll build 2 copy centers here. Guess what are you? You're commercial printers. So I'm gonna evict you. Break up a lease. It's good. Yeah, it's a kind of complicated. I don't know. Why are they complaining? Why are you unhappy? What did I do? You have everything. Oh, is it because you didn't get courier services? Oh. Oh, goodbye. Okay. I hate that sound. That's a really upsetting sound. Okay. Does that make them happy now? Do they have... those aren't couriers. There's a copy center. You wanna... Why are you unhappy? Okay, now they're happy. Okay, now they're becoming a little bit more happy. Let's get these guys back. Okay. So again, our skyscraper podium will end here. I'll fill out these sides here with small offices, and then well, let's go back here. Let's check out one of the overlays. I want to see access. So that's the effective access radius, or the radius that elevators have an effect on people's happiness and or I guess vertical transportation access. So I think I do need to make room for another lift over here on this side, but again, I don't know how wide I need to make things for medium offices without, well, okay, large offices. What about large offices? How does that all fit together? Okay, let's just build. And then maybe I'll put the other lift over here? Oh no, I hate that. There's a gap there. Okay, so this is terrible. Okay. What should I do now? Let me think here. So, well, we can continue by just, why is everybody unhappy now? Hates noisy areas, hates smelly areas. Well, I'm sorry that your neighbors are noisy. That's your fault, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. What? These people are unhappy. Lots of traffic, elevators, noise. Why are they leaving? This doesn't make any sense. Is the market down and I'm not paying attention? I wish there were some elevators. No kidding. I need a brief distraction. Enjoyed great dinner. I had a good lunch. Lots of people in my tower. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I could just build a hallway there. I could just leave that as a hallway, but let's rebuild these. It's pissing me off. Okay. Let's figure out why they're moving out. They are becoming more happy, but I wonder if that's because their neighbors moved out. Let's bring back some creative and technical. You know what? I will accommodate. Who else is moving? Who else is moving out? Oh my God! You were becoming more happy, and then you just got too wrapped up in your head about how unhappy you are. I wish there were some elevators. I think people are just upset about elevators. I think they're more upset about their elevators than about their noisy neighbors. People really need to stop bitching about elevators. Okay. Yeah, so I can't attract anybody else other than medical. Oh, even the medical offices. Oh, for heaven's sake. Did I lose? Oh, I lost a restaurant because I guess they weren't necessarily getting enough foot traffic. Okay. Let's try to accommodate them there. What was that? Was that a fast food breakfast? I want somebody who serves breakfast. We got pizza, deli, Catherine's Deli, Big Hens, pizzeria, okay, there we go. Good. Cool. I think now the... Oh, why are you unhappy? You are next to an elevator, but you were telling me nothing else about why. Okay, goodbye. Oh wow. Okay, let's wire this floor up for I think I'll bring in some medical offices. Do the medical offices stink? Do they smell? Are they noisy? Can people not stand the sound of drills going into... Okay, who else left now? Oh. I'm starting to think that people really just don't like... I'm starting to think that people just don't like, Oop. I never wired that floor up for utilities. Let's do that now. And then I think I'm gonna head out after this. But in any case, I think next time I'm gonna come back and start building out these upper floors with medium offices, and then that we can start building in more of the diversified retail without necessarily losing all of our income. So I guess that's it for now. Again, I'm going to save this game, and we'll save this again as Millennium Tower. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you soon.